Hi, I'm Amanda. I'm a senior. I play lacrosse, and my fitness tracker is the Apple Watch.
Nice. Thank you, Amanda. So, how do you use your fitness tracker?
Well, to be honest, I just mostly use it for tracking how many steps I get, and also my text messages and seeing how many hours of sleep I got.
Nice. And so, what would you say is the main use of your fitness tracker? You mentioned a couple uses in the last question.
Probably tracking my move calories, and in the Apple Watch it has 3 rings, so closing all of my rings is probably what I pay attention to the most and check the most. So that includes my exercise goal, my standing hours goal, and my move calories goal.
Nice. And can you give us an idea of how many each are?
My move calorie goal is around 650 calories, I think. But a lot of times it only calculates when it thinks I'm exercising and moving. It's not I apparently burn more calories than just that. And then my standing hours I think is almost 12 hours, and then my exercise one is 30 minutes, but I kind of always wish when I set it up I made it longer, because as an athlete I close that pretty easily.
Nice. And so, how do you view this information that you just talked about? Do you view it on your phone, or do you view it on your watch?
I view it on my watch mostly. Sometimes I'll go to my phone and see my week and my month to see if I've actually been closing them all or not.
And what extra features do you use on your watch outside of the fitness tracker?
Well, I use my text messaging a lot. I'm gonna look right now actually. My sleep, I sometimes use my email a lot, honestly. Navigation. Oh, and I ping my phone all the time from my Apple Watch.
What does that mean?
So on the watch I can slide up and hit a thing and it will ping my phone. So if I lose my phone, I can easily find it.
Cool. And so, how do you use the information from your fitness tracker?
Well, I obviously try to close my rings and just improve my fitness. If I don't close my rings every day, then.
So how are you using the information from your fitness tracker?
Well, depending on how my week is going or my month is going, my rings and my results, I'll try to push myself. If I haven't been closing my rings, then I'll be okay, today gotta go hard in the gym, gotta do better. And sometimes me and my sister will share our information and data and try to beat each other, especially if we go to a school class or something together.
Cool. And so, can you tell us a story about a time when your fitness tracker was really useful?
So honestly, mostly every day, but obviously, I was a freshman once, and I gained the freshman 15, and this just made sure that every single day I was closing my rings, and I not only got back to the weight that I entered in college, but also I've just gotten more fit, and my endurance is a lot better than it ever has been, and my speed has gotten up. So I think it's overall just changed my fitness, especially as an athlete.
Nice. And so, do you ever organize your workouts based on the feedback that your fitness tracker gives you?
I don't think really, to be honest. I just will go longer and harder if I show up to the gym and I haven't made any impact throughout the day. I'll be okay, walk an extra 5 minutes on the treadmill, stuff like that. But.
Nice. And last question here. Does your watch have an option of provided workout?
Right, I'm Charlotte Cass. I am a sophomore. I play lacrosse, and I have an Apple Watch.
Nice. Thanks, Charlotte. So, how do you use your fitness tracker?
The main thing that I look at would be the rings, which tracks the calories burned, the minutes exercised, and the minutes standing.
And can you give us an idea of how long each ring would be?
Okay, so I have mine set to the calories at 550. I think the exercise is 30 minutes, and the minutes stood. You have to stand for 1 minute each hour for 12 hours.
Cool. And so so you just mentioned the ring. So is that the main use of your fitness tracker?
That's the main thing I use to track my fitness on the watch.
And so how do you view the information? Do you view it on your watch, or do you view it on your phone?
If I'm looking at the specific day, I'll view it on my watch to see like my progress on the day. But if I want to look back at like previous days or the month or something, I'll view it on my phone.
Nice. And what information do you find most interesting or important that you get from your tracker?
Definitely most interesting would be the calories. I think that's the one thing I look at, especially during practice, to see like if I pushed myself that day.
Nice. And what are some extra features that you use on your watch outside of the fitness tracker parts?
I'd say main thing would be texting.
Nice.
I don't really use it for that much else.
Cool. And so back to the fitness tracking. How do you use the information from your fitness tracker?
I would say I use mostly the calories and the active minutes just to see, how I'm doing in my workouts, like if we're at practice, if I'm pushing myself as far as I did the last day, or if I'm, kind of slacking that day. I think the calories gives me a good idea of how hard I'm working.
Nice. And so can you tell us a story or give us an example of a time when your tracker was useful to you?
Let me think. One time specifically, it was actually in preseason. We were doing runs on our own, and I really just wanted to work as hard as I could to get ready for the season. And so each day I tried to burn more calories during my run than the last day to just kind of push myself as hard as I can.
Cool. That's a great story. And so kind of off that, do you organize workouts based on the feedback you get from your tracker?
I would definitely say that I look at it and see what kind of activities have me burning the most calories, to plan my workouts accordingly.
Nice. And does your watch have an option of like provided workouts?
No, it doesn't.
Cool. Thanks, Charlotte.
No problem.
Hi, I'm Emma Valdez. I'm a 2022. I recently am not participating in varsity sport here at Skidmore, but I really like to value fitness as a part of my lifestyle, and I'm a proud owner of an Apple Watch.
Awesome. Thanks for that introduction, Emma. So how do you use your fitness tracker?
So usually I just keep it on my wrist at all times to kind of track my steps throughout the day, make sure I'm getting those 10,000 steps that are recommended daily, and making sure I'm keeping up with an active lifestyle.
Nice. So is that your main use of your fitness tracker then would be the steps?
Yes, my steps.
Nice. And so how do you view the information from your fitness tracker? Do you view it on your phone or do you view it directly on the watch?
So I like to view it on my phone just because it's bigger and it's kind of complicated to like get to the actual steps like on my watch. I have to click a bunch of things, so I just think it's better on my phone.
Nice. And so what information do you find most interesting and most important on your fitness tracker?
Again, I think tracking my steps is really great, but also like hitting the caloric goal of my fitness tracker, whether I think I set at 500 calories per day that I try to reach at, but also the 30 minutes of being active every day.
Okay, nice. So that's the rings then, right?
Yes.
Cool. And what are some extra features outside of the fitness tracking that you use your watch for?
I love getting my texts, like, so I don't have to pull my phone out and, like, be rude. Like, if I'm in class or, like, in a busy setting, I can just kind of look at my watch, see if it's important, see if I need to excuse myself from any situation, if it is something I need to tend to at the time.
Awesome. And would you say that using the texting part of your watch is more useful than the fitness side? Or, like, what do you use most? What do you use it most for in general?
Probably the texting. I just think it's really easy to like look at the messages that are coming through, and I don't have to like take out my phone if it's in my pocket or my backpack. It's just very accessible.
Nice. And so how do you use the information that you receive from your fitness tracker?
So I kind of just like take it in like in a mental note. I don't put it anywhere like specific. Just kind of tracking my daily basis, and it lets me know my weekly goals. So like how I did on a weekly basis, whether I'm improving or slacking, and whether I need to pick up my daily fitness.
Awesome. And so can you tell us a story about a time when your fitness tracker was really useful to you?
Over the summer I went on a cruise with my parents, and we vowed to not take the elevator the entire cruise. So it was really fun to see how many stairs I climbed, and I got to see that like I climbed like 52 flights of stairs one day that my watch tracked, and it was really great because we weren't using the elevator, and I got to see that I really was taking advantage of the fitness aspect of that trip.
Awesome. And so do you ever organize your workouts based on the feedback that you get from your fitness tracker?
Yeah, definitely. Like if I see I'm really close to a goal, I'll push my workout just a little bit farther. If I was planning to leave at a certain time, maybe I'll stay an extra 10 minutes just to reach that goal.
Awesome. And does your watch have an option of like provided workouts because you own the watch?
No, I don't think so.
Awesome. Would you use that if you did have it?
Yeah, definitely. If it was suggesting like, hey, I know you did this workout, because you can set like, I'm doing yoga, go, and like if it said, hey, maybe if you like went for a brisk walk or like did this, like you would reach your caloric goal a little bit more easily. I think that would be great.
Awesome. Thank you, Emma.
No problem.
I'm Annika. I'm on the riding team. I'm a junior, and I have a Fitbit.
Awesome. Thanks for that introduction, Annika. So, how do you use your fitness tracker?
So I've used it mostly for just like tracking my exercise, making sure I get enough steps every day, you know, stuff like that. So just making sure I'm exercising enough and I'm healthy.
Nice. And so, what are the main uses of your fitness tracker in terms of like the exercise kind of thing?
For the exercise, it's good for, it tracks like the time that you're exercising for and also measures like the calories you've burned and stuff like that. Like obviously an estimation, but like it's helpful. For like running and stuff like that, it's super helpful because it like will track your run, like where you go, how far you go, stuff like that. So
Nice. And so, how do you view the information that you receive on your fitness tracker? Do you do it through your watch or through your phone?
through my phone because it connects to the app.
And what does your phone show you?
It shows you like what you need to do for the rest of the day. So like you can record your water intake, like you can record your food, stuff like that. It shows you how many more steps you need, like how many more calories burned to like reach your goal, like stuff like that.
Awesome. And so what information do you find most interesting and most important that you receive from your fitness tracker?
I think the most interesting stuff is that it also like records your sleep. So I've always liked being able to look at like my sleep and like it shows like the different cycles. So I've always thought that was pretty cool.
Awesome. And what are some extra features that you use on your watch outside of the fitness tracking part?
I like to use the water tracker a lot because I forget to drink water a lot.
Cool. And so how do you use the information that you get from your fitness tracker?
I've used it to kind of like up my exercise when I see that I'm not doing enough. Like, it makes me try harder.
And when was a time, like, can you tell us a story about when your fitness tracker was really useful to you?
Over the summers, it's really useful when I'm not really doing anything, and it kind of like motivates me to get off my butt and like do stuff. Oh, and also, it also tracks like when I'm riding, like that kind of counts as like exercise, so I can see how many calories I burned and stuff like that while on a horse, stuff like that. So that's pretty cool.
Nice. And do you ever organize your workouts based on the feedback you get from your tracker?
Not really, but like I like seeing what it says about the workouts that I do, but I don't really like base things around it.
Nice. And lastly, does your watch have an option of like provided workouts? Like because
Yeah, it does.
Nice. Have you tried them? Do you use that feature?
I used it a couple times, but I kind of like just doing my own thing.
Awesome. Thanks, Annika.
Oh, no.
I had no idea how to relate this to fucking.
Just like
Perfect.
I was like, I'm pissed because the first time I